Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Hultafors Classic Hunting Axe. It's a new purchase for me, so I've got a few other axes, but this one we're going to be looking at today and see what sort of tasks it can do. I'll put the specs in as I go through the video. I don't really like to do reviews just talking about specs of things. I like to see what the tool does and work it and see what it's actually capable of. So let's get some stuff done with the tool and then we'll see what it's like.
Every time I think I'm gonna wake up back in the jungle. Every time I think I'm gonna wake up back in the jungle.
Right, just as I was arriving, I had a lot of shotgun activity and I saw about 6 deer running 100 meters away, that way. Shotguns are coming from over there. So hopefully we'll be okay. Let's get it out. So this is the Hultafors Classic Hunting Axe. It's got a 2-pound head, 0.85 kilogram, 850 grams. The handle length I'll put in, and overall weight with and without sheath. You'll see that come up on the screen. The sheath is a friction sheath. There's no pop fast studs or anything. It's just held on with cordage through the leather, through 2 holes, and you just pull it tight and it hooks over the back. So you just pull that through to loosen it on both sides, and it just covers the face of the axe. It's riveted together and it's a pretty thick piece of leather. It's probably about 3 mil looking at it. So if you have any problems with this leather cordage in the future, you can just replace it. There's no pop fast studs or anything to fail. Construction of the axe, it's a hickory handle. You have a lanyard hole. There's your head. You have a wedge in the handle to hold it in with an eye, a banged in ring, which to give that wedge more strength. It feels alright in the hand. It's short. You can see it's not arm length, but it's got a nice weight to it. So let's strike with it. I haven't actually used it yet, so this is our first time together. I've got a pair of gloves I'm going to put on though. I've already got a couple of nicks in my hand from other things and they actually hurt, so I'm going to wear a pair of gloves with this. Just bought these gloves from Screwfix. I put a link in for them. They're all leather on the front, cotton sewn on the back. They feel quite good though. £2.79, you can't go wrong for £2.79. So let's strike with the axe and see what it's like. Let's clear some of this. And we'll go for this big bit. Not too bad. Very clean cuts, super smooth. It's razor sharp out of the box, I know that. I'm going to try and do some notching with it. Just pull that log out I've just cut. getting a nice cinched up grip on it gives you a lot more control. So if you're shelter building, you can get some good notching with this. Or building a raft or whatever. If it's the only tool you've got, it'll get you there. Definitely get you there. Not saying my notching skills are great, but the axe can do it. A little bit more work. You see how quick I did it. Wasn't precision, but it worked. So I'm going to make it the cuts towards the way I want them to be. So if I was making a steak with this, just going to cut this end off. So I've cut this end off and I want to make a steak, but I want to make it more point. Luckily it broke and I've got a point, but say you didn't. You could cut yourself a point like that. Super smooth and flat, that cut. So cutting steaks, easy. Just a note, you're not supposed to use this as a hammer or strike it with a hammer, but knocking in pegs, if it's all you've got, you go with what you got. Just be aware of it, because it could make your cheeks flare and make your handle loose. But you know, you've got control of this. It's not going to do it on its own, you've got to control it. So far, from a tired guy walking up a big hill, it's a good tool. So let's try and cut some intricate cuts with it and cinch up on it, so what we can get. Let's come away from that working area, because I could trip on that. It's a lot of branches down, become a trip hazard. We can use this flat I've made to work against. Let's say I want to do a notch now. I'm resting against the back of my hand to give me something to slip against. I'm just notching into this. You can basically push this in, it's so sharp. You could use that to hold a pot or a lantern, anything with a handle. Now say you wanted to hold a lantern, I haven't got one, but I've got this instead. Make that notch. Got yourself a little hanger for notching. That'll hold a lantern or a pot over a fire. Right, let's have a look at some feather sticking. Right, got a bit of dead wood here. Let's have a look at it for feather sticking. About an inch thick this is. Not too bad, nice thin curls. And don't forget, if you're actually trying to make a fire, you can cut a lot of that off. Get a few of them out and you've got yourself some feather sticks. That will take if you've got a little good striker, and you can get some fine ones. Just do loads of them. So we've got some notching, hook, feather sticking, chopping we've seen. The weight of it's nice. It's not too heavy. It'll fit in your pack as well. That's the reason I actually bought this axe, because I've got a bigger axe. It doesn't fit in the pack and it sticks out. And I don't feel comfortable walking around with it. So let's cut some dead wood with this. I've took my gloves off, but we'll give it a cut anyway. Snaps it. You can use the hammer end, snap it. One of the other good things about an axe is you're chopping thicker wood, you get massive splinters coming off, which are like these, and they're great for fast starting. You can use those as your initial start as well. See how quick it is to make stuff tinder from a big piece of wood. Quick work, definitely quick work. And forceful, very forceful this tool. And very sharp. So what's my conclusion of the axe? It's a great tool. Is it the only tool I'd want? No, of course not. I'd want other tools. When you compare a saw to it, a saw can do a lot of the work, but the axe is a lot quicker. There's a lot more force involved. But as a tool, it's a fantastic axe for a pack axe. It's probably the largest axe you'd fit in a pack. So, considerations of size of pack and weight, for what it can do, it's worth its weight, just say that. So, I rate the axe. I think it's a good axe. I like it. It will be my go-to axe apart from my Bear Grylls hatchet, because the hatchet is so easy to carry and lightweight. It'll fit in any pack. It's even got a belt loop on that. But this is the step up from there. I don't know if I'd want a small chopping axe, because I just don't feel like it'd do the job this would do. And this can do big tasks. You could cut a tree down with this if it's not too big, but be a lot of work. But you can do it. If there's a dead fall to come down or a dead standing, this would do it. I mean, I don't want to cut a tree down here, but I can see a few around. It's not my wood, so I'm not going to do that. But in a survival situation, I'd cut everything down I could if I needed to. And this would do it. I feel like this tool's a good tool. I recommend it. I'll put in the link of where I got it from. So thanks for watching. I appreciate all my subs. I appreciate everyone that watches, all my viewers. Thanks for subscribing. Don't forget, if you subscribe, hit the little bell so you don't miss anything in the future. I appreciate all my views. Thanks a lot. See you on the next one. Bye.